All right, they're not quite 24 hours old. We are 1 week old today, so I'm gonna point out as much as I can before they start turning into popcorn. But you can kind of see this one here. Its eyes, I'll pick it up to see, but I think its eyes are almost open. They're 7 days old now, and usually it's 10 to 14 days when their eyes are, actually starting to open, and where you might even see the eyeballs a little bit. But let's see if we can see. We might actually have some eyes there. Can we see them? There's the popcorn. Not quite. Yeah, not quite. I bet. Oh. Just barely. Probably by 10 days for sure this one will have eyes. The main reason you want to look and just keep an eye on it, it's warm enough now. They're not hiding as much. But when it's super cold, see, they just do this. They just huddle up and they're not looking around, and them looking around causes them to like naturally pull on their eyes a little bit, so that way they start to open, because if they don't, then they'll get what's called nest box eye and it can get infected underneath. So Ava ended up doing an excellent job feeding them, but she didn't start off that way. So I was this close to feeding a couple of them, but the one thing I noticed with her was that she was letting them go longer, but every time I looked at them, their bellies were full again. So she was like letting them go full 24 hours before feeding them again the first 2 days. So that's one thing to watch, is like they might look underfed, but then if their bellies are full, they just got fed. And the reason you don't want to hand feed them in that case, or hand feed them on accident, is because the less hungry they are when she jumps in, the less milk she's going to produce, because her body's like, well, I don't need as much, right? So that's just one thing you want to be careful of, is even though they may look underfed for the first day or two, it's like the first couple, 3-4 days is the most touchy, but after a while, and after the dough gets in her habit, you should be fine. But just watch them, and like if within the first 24 hours, if they're still not looking fed, just wait it out just a touch longer, maybe half a day longer. If she doesn't look like she's fed them, then go ahead and hand feed them. But that's just something like you really don't want to intervene if you don't have to, because that's going to put more work on you, and ultimately they'll be way more healthier if the dough can feed them. The other thing I'm watching too is the size difference, which these are evening out, but clearly that one's bigger, this one and this one are bigger. This one's always been the smallest, but truthfully, I mean, the sucker's got a hunker of a belly now, and it's completely fine for the size that it is. So even distribution of size is what I hope for, because they're competing for food, right? And so if some of these get bigger and better than the rest, then the others won't fall behind.